First of all, happy 3-year anniversary to Coco. Okay, but now on to the real topic of the video. First of all, we're talking about the Pacers on Friday or Saturday because they're a dumpster fire. But no reason to talk about them right now. Let's talk about what the CFP committee did right and what they did wrong. Again, I think Boise State needs to be above Indiana. I think they did wrong there. Boise State has played a better schedule, in my opinion, with that UNLV and with the L to Oregon being by 3 points. I think if you put the name of Boise State and make it a Power 4 school, there's no doubt they're probably above SMU, even, right? But I think SMU deserves to be above. SMU, the way they've won, the way they've looked is incredible, right? But the big glaring flaw in this CFP final rankings, before the final rankings, is Miami and Alabama. So Miami drops below Alabama despite having one more win, due to Alabama having great wins. But look at their losses. And what's funny is the CFP said that the reason that Missouri is so low and the reason that a team like who else? Colorado is so low is because they have bad losses to middle to bad teams. Okay, with that, Oklahoma and Vanderbilt are 6-6. There's no other way to say it. Those teams have 6 wins and 6 losses. They are mid. And who does Indiana have wins against? Oh, yeah, a bunch of 5, 6, 7 win teams. They don't have losses to them. So, again, obviously, now you're like, all right, Luke, why bring up Indiana? They ranked Indiana ahead of Bama. Not nearly enough. Guys, if we're really thinking with our thinking caps here, what was the first CFP ranking about? First CFP ranking showed that they cared about losses. If you had a bad loss, you're gonna get hammered for it, right? Unless you have shown a lot of wins over time, right? Notre Dame, they won 10 straight games. Okay, good job. Indiana, obviously, with the 10 straight wins. They value straight wins. Why does it feel like Alabama can just lose every third game and still not get penalized? Because their name's Alabama, because of the money. It's disgusting. What the CFP is doing right now is all about the money. So anytime I hear one of you guys out there, nobody is like this on my channel, but anytime I hear the media be like, the NIL is ruining college football, it is destroying the fabric of college football, money should never have an effect in college football, why the hell is Alabama in the playoff? Think about that for money. And you're going to be like, well, Luke, strength of schedule. They lost to the shit teams. What are we talking about? You can't just lose. Bro, imagine, yo, I'm actually going to give y'all this. Are you ready? Think about the Colts. Think about the NFL right now. The Colts have beaten one of the best teams in the AFC, the Steelers. Okay? They've beaten one of the best teams in the Steelers. Okay? Steelers, wait, no. Here we go. Washington Commanders have a way better record than the Colts, okay? But guess what? Commanders have not beaten one team above 500. But in the NFL, it doesn't matter who you win to. And that's the way it should work in every single type of game. The reason March Madness is brilliant is because everybody gets in who just wins. It doesn't matter who you're winning against. It matters that you win. Losses should matter. Because I'm going to be honest, losses tell me way more about Alabama than their wins. If you're telling me right now, Alabama, let's say, has to go play Notre Dame round 1, goodbye, Alabama. You are getting cooked by Notre Dame. You're getting killed. Alabama has to play Ohio State. That's a game because of how bad Ryan Day is as a coach. But most of the teams in that playoff, Alabama does not deserve to be there. And you're going to be like, Luke, you just hate Alabama. You just have Bama fatigue, this, that, and the other. No, guys, I've talked to genuine Bama fans who don't even think their team deserves to be in. The only reason that they're going to be in is because of the Bama haters. They know that's going to be money. That's going to be viewership, right? You're going to watch because you want Bama to lose. Miami, only genuine Miami fans are really going to watch. Nobody's really on a super hate train for Miami, right? And look, I'm not saying Miami's a great football team by any means, but Bama once again gets bailed out by the CFP committee because of viewership and money bias. It sucks, y'all. It sucks. I'm going to be real. I'm happy Indiana is even ranked 9. Because if it was really up to them with money and viewership, they wouldn't have even had Indiana in at all. Just something to think about, guys. Again, put your thinking caps on, think about it, and then come back to me in the comments and say, should Miami be in or should Alabama be in? And you're going to be like, Luke, South Carolina. I'm one that doesn't believe South Carolina should be in. You have 3 losses to the teams ahead of you, to Alabama, to Ole Miss, and I get it was early on in the season, but those losses still matter a lot. I get that they're a super hot team right now, but they have 3 losses. A team with 3 losses, to me, should not be in the 12-team playoff when we have teams who have 2 losses. That doesn't really make a ton of sense, to be honest, in my opinion. BYU, their 2 losses are really bad, but I mean, are both losses not to the same type of level as Alabama's losses? And you're going to be like, well, Luke, one of those losses is to Tennessee. Okay. Oh, wow, they have 1 good loss. Oh, yay. I know I just ranted about this, but I'm very angry at the committee. So if you guys want things to get right, this is going to sound crazy. Root for Clemson to beat SMU in the ACC championship by 3 or less. And then Clemson and SMU will get in and Bama will get kicked out. That's the only way that this would be justified. But then Clemson's in. And honestly, Clemson damn near doesn't deserve to be in. So it's a whole cluster F. And I hope that they fix the way that they do these rankings next year. And you're thinking to yourself, well, Luke, Indiana shouldn't be in. You're an Indiana fan. You're lucky that you're even in. 36 ranked strength of schedule after that Ohio State game and after Michigan beat Ohio State. You have to remember how good that Michigan one became. But again, it's cool. Hate on Indiana. They're the only team in the top 12 to really not have a bad loss to a bad team other than Oregon. So it's cool. Hate on them though, but they beat who's in front of them. Other teams don't beat who's in front of them. Thank you guys for watching. I just ranted for 7 minutes. Have that timeout.